Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. Happy to have freshman guard Ryan Elvin with us here today. If you have a question, please raise your hand in the chat and we will get to you. We'll be bringing up freshman center Kieran Powell here in just a couple of minutes. But for now, we'll go to Joseph Duarte with the Houston Chronicle. Joseph, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, good. Hey, I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a while, and I'm curious, do you and Caleb realize the following that y'all have on Twitter and social media when it comes to you guys getting into the game and any point, any assist, any rebound that you guys get, how crazy people get?
Yeah, I didn't realize for a while, but then a bunch of the players will always tell me, like when I got in, and then I started seeing stuff on Twitter, like Ryan Elvin fan club and stuff like that. And I seen a few people like Instagram me saying they trying to get like signs made of me, like and stuff like that. So it was something like when I got in the first time, I didn't really realize. But then as I started getting in the games down the road, I came to like see stuff on social media, which is pretty cool.
Can you take us through how you got into the program, you know, what the process was like? And Coach Sampson told us last week that whether you're a starter or a walk-on, everybody in this program is a family, and kind of what that means to you.
Yes, sir. So they first saw me like at the NCAA camp that was hosted at Houston last year. And that's kind of when they started talking to me about possibility of being for a walk-on at UH. And then Coach Kellen started reaching out more and more, and I decided I went on a visit, and I absolutely loved like the family atmosphere. When I went, like everybody was just family, you know what they preach here, and it really was like a family. And then I came to the Cincinnati game last year at home, and I just loved every single piece of it, and I just wanted to be a part of it, and that's why I decided to come here.
All right, we'll go to Chris Gardner, please. Chris, go ahead.
Ryan, what has this season been like for you? And then second, who taught you how to shoot? Your shooting form is like textbook.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The season has been anything I could ever ask for. This team is just amazing. The way that everyone gets along with each other. Like I said, it's just a family. This is probably one of the best team I've been a part of, not just from the basketball aspect, but off the court. We're really all brothers with each other. Everyone has each other's back, and everybody is playing their role great on the team. We have great leaders, senior leadership, and it's starting to take form. And they do a great job putting that on display every game. And then my mom would probably like for me to give her credit on the shooting form. My mom and dad.
Was your mom a basketball player?
Yes, sir. She played in college.
Where'd she play?
She played at Elizabethtown College in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But my dad, he been working with me ever since I was little too.
All right, we'll go to Andy Yanez with the Cougar. Andy, go ahead, please, sir.
Ryan, you just kind of talked about what the process was like to get you here in Houston, but in the first practices, is there a memory that stands out or something like the biggest thing you had to adjust to when you first started?
Yeah, it was probably just getting comfortable. You know, like that's a big jump from going to be in high school into college for anybody. But I would just say that the speed of the practices was a big adjustment. You know, how everything moves, you gotta make sure you're locked in at all times and be focused no matter what's going on, because you never know like what's gonna happen through the course of practice. And then lastly, I would say the physicality, just going against the bigger players every day has really helped me improve.
We'll go to Mark Berman with Fox 26. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan, have you given much thought to the fact that you are having and will have a front row seat to perhaps history in the making here?
Yes, sir. Coach Mikhail McLean actually and Coach Kellen actually mentioned that to me the other day. They're like, man, you're having one heck of a freshman year, in which I am. I'm just glad to be a part of the team and help in any way I can. But yes, sir, this is definitely a history-making season, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
When did it hit you that that's exactly what it is?
Probably last game, just after the close games that we've had with Memphis, I started to see like, man, this is really going to happen. And then once we kind of overcame adversity in the Rutgers game to have some big plays down the stretch, and when we won, I was like, man, this is going to be the year. It's going to be a crazy year so far, and I'm just glad it's all taking shape.
One other quick one. What's it like watching Kelvin dance in the locker room?
Oh, it's great, man. Coach, it gets me hype every time seeing him all happy, everybody jumping around him. And I just think it's great because all the work we put in, it's put on display for the fans, and it's just rewarding for everybody in the program.
We'll go to Greg Bailey with KTRK. Greg, go ahead, please, sir.
Hey, Ryan, congratulations, man. Do you guys have a sense, and what sense do you have of how crazy your fan base is going here back home? And do you get a chance to check in on social media to realize how hyped people are for your success?
Yes, sir. I've seen a bunch of stuff on social media, and we have a group chat with all the players and stuff. And we saw the other day that parts of the city were lighting up, and everybody was just like, man, that's amazing, and we got to keep doing it for like what we say for the city. And I just think that's great that the whole city is behind us, and we hope to keep putting on for the city.
How does that make you guys feel that a city the size of Houston, it's not just your fan base, but it is the entire city is so excited?
Everybody, including me, we all feel great, and we're like happy that it's rewarding that, during the off season, all that we're putting in all this hard work, and now to have people that support us and want to see us win the next rounds down the line, it's just really meaningful.
Thank you.
We'll go to Joseph Duarte again with the Chronicle. Joseph, go ahead.
Ryan, I'm curious how, with you, compared to, Dejan or somebody, with you, you may never know when you're going to get into a game. So when you get on the court, is it one of those cherishable moments where, you're happy to be out there and you can contribute and do your part, but you can't really take anything for granted because you're not quite sure as a freshman and stuff, when your time will come? What's that like?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I just this year I just been even though like I don't get in that much, I've been trying to really develop and put on a lot of weight. I've already gained 20 pounds since I've been here, which is really helpful to be able to be physical. And but during the game, I just stayed locked in, and a few of the games I did get in. All the players, when time comes, they start telling me, get ready. You're no longer a cheerleader. You're about to be out there. Like get prepared. And but I just try to stay locked in during the game. Not really worry about that because I want to root on the guys that are out there so that they can do the best that they can and perform to the highest level. And then if I do happen to get in, the guys are just really supportive. And, you probably see when I hit a shot, they all go crazy, and that's like the brotherhood that we have here.
What was your reaction on Tramon's putback the other night?
Oh, I was going crazy on the sideline. I was in the corner. A bunch of guys were around me, but we were just jumping up and down. And I mean, he swooped in for that rebound, and he's been doing that in practice. And it was just great to see that everyone else could see what we see on a daily basis from him. And when coach wants him to rebound, and it's just amazing play. Big reason why we're here right now.
If I could double check, did you say you were, are you a preferred? Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so when you look at it, there's 16 teams left. If most teams on average carry, maybe 2, you're one of 32 guys in your position right now that are part of this run. Does that kind of blow your mind that there's only a few of you guys that can make that claim?
Yes, sir. I haven't really thought about it that way, but that's definitely a unique way of thinking about it. And every day goes by, I never take anything for granted, and I'm always stoked to be like a part of it. And every day I just try to come with a positive mindset, hard working attitude, and just give it all I got.
Thank you.
I got time for one or two more questions here, guys. One of them will go to Andy Yanez with the Cougar. Andy, go ahead.
You're Ryan, going back to the practices, and Kelvin's talked about in the past how they're like two different teams in practice. Can you talk about how competitive those practices can get? And do you have like a specific memory that you have where you were kind of like, okay, this is Houston where I'm at now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so usually there's like a red and white team, and sometimes a few of the guys on the white team will get bumped over to the red team, and then I'll get in on the white team. And so it's just basically red and white team just going at it, whatever. And there's a lot of competition in our practices. So, if red team is on offense, then our job is to give them the best look we can on defense, or vice versa, and also play a role in the scout team. But yeah, it's just a memory that I have was probably bubble drill during early practices. It's really physical, and I was in there, and I was just like, man, yeah, this is intense. And I knew, like, at that point I was at Houston, getting bumped around a little bit. Gotta, there's everything's a miss, so you just gotta compete. And it was definitely eye opening.
How draining is that bubble drill? Do you feel it the next day?
Yeah, the times I've been in it, I definitely had a few bruises the next day, but it's just part of it.